Good evening and welcome to our live coverage from Lords. You join us for this match between India and England. I'm Mel Jones, and beside me in commentary today is England's very own Ali Mitchell.
Hello again, Mel. Thanks for the fabulous introduction. Earlier, I took a look at what we can expect from the day's conditions. And looking at the pitch, well, it's been prepared well for these players to show their skills. Personally, it might just favour having a bowl first up, though. A lot of cloud around, but the forecast says we won't be needing our umbrellas.
Fantastic breakdown, Ali, thanks. I think the captains are ready for the toss. Let's join them in the middle. OK, everything looks set to get this match underway. I think the new ball will get some movement, so the openers will need to be wary. Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for six.
Cross shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Quick onto that in the infield. Drives it, complete miss. Verma comes into bat, has performed well over the last few matches and is in really good touch. The worst possible time to be coming into bat. Just have to focus on the ball as it comes and not about the last 2 wickets. Good shot, a beauty. 7 runs added in that over. India are 7 for 1.
First of the power play overs down, and some good shot making to start things off.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. New batter comes to the crease. Not an easy time to bat after the fall of a wicket. The new batter will be looking to just get through this ball. Wouldn't bother too much about scoring. Wow, that's missed the lot. Collects that one simple as you like inside the ring.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge six.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift. How will the bowler respond?
Power and precision in that shot.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. Might look to go big again here.
Misses everything. What a shot. Lovely on drive, and there's little chance of anyone catching that.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. That's off the middle of the bat.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary. How will she reply?
My oh my, that has just flown off the middle.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
They'll get at least one. End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting.
Absolutely glorious start. Bowlers need to start finding an answer soon before this gets out of hand.
Good shot, and it's found the gap.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
The boundaries are flowing. Need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Brilliant! That'll take some chasing down. Tried for something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Too good! That is huge.
And another one. It's raining sixes now.
I don't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. Just need to keep getting the ball in the right spots and the reward will come. Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd.
Can she come back with a dot ball?
Drills that one.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Huge! That's flown!
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Super batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting pressure on the bowler to respond. Good shot, a beauty.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
That's going a long way back. Almost effortless batting.
6, 6, 6. They've got 3 in a row now. Fabulous power, fabulous timing too.
Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
Oh boy, 4 sixes in a row. It's just proving too easy at the moment, and I feel like it might not be over just yet.
Runs added in the over. India are 106 for 2.
Another massive over. They've set up their team with an incredible platform now. This is a brilliant show of power batting. Another 6, and the bowling tactics seem to be all wrong at the moment.
Going with spin now. Mandana is new to the crease. The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early as they bring a bit of energy to the wicket. Great shot, at least one on offer. Misses, and how did that not hit? Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly, all timing on that shot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length around the top of off stump. Eventually it'll force a mistake. Couldn't get it through the field. 4 runs added there. India are 110 for 3. 3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle. The new bowler is coming into the attack. Doesn't beat the infield.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum.
Always difficult to focus after what happened the last ball. But just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
2 boundaries in a row. No need to panic. They should take a moment to collect themselves and try again. Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge 6. Rodriguez has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. There'll be runs here. Finds the fielder with that shot. Chance! Oh, that's gone. Played onto their stumps. Gone. Off the edge and onto the stumps. Unlucky dismissal. It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll want to get their eye in first and then push on. Stumping! Oh! Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary. 6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply?
Nicely played.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
As they get ready to face their first ball, early on you want to get the batter coming forward and getting them to play away from the body before they get themselves settled. Huge! That's flown!
That's the start you want. Awesome shot and it's flown over the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Misses! Chance! That's going a long way back. Almost effortless batting.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. Out! 2 wickets, 2 balls. Sharma takes guard. Will be a little nervous after 2 wickets have gone in 2 balls. Chance of a hat-trick. Precision. Past the umpire and not likely to get cut off. Chance to run 2. Roberts on the way to the crease. Won't be facing just yet though. Knight, the spinner, coming into the attack. That has just flown off the middle.
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Drives it. Wild shot. Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible. Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Too good. That is huge. After being hit for consecutive boundaries, I'm really interested to see how they can bounce back in the next ball. Brilliant. That'll take some chasing down.
How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat.
Knights shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. And again, see you later. 2 wickets on the trot. First, I'd focus just on trying to survive this ball. Deny the hat-trick and then worry about getting runs. There'll be runs here.
Good return there, back from the deep.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Shot. Should be runs.
Good return back from the deep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Dean back on now. Wicket! Knocks back the stumps. Just stunning bowling. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over to have any chance.
Here we go. First ball.
Good fielding out on the boundary. collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Big throw in and it's on target.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
They're confident. Can't get that outside the ring field.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Drilled, but straight to the fielder.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Quick onto that in the infield. End of the over, 12 runs coming from it. England are 18 for none.
The power play probably holds the key to winning this game, and they're off to a good start.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They don't have much time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Would be impossible to focus out there. The noise is deafening. There could be a couple if they hustle. Rodriguez with a good piece of fielding. Nicely done. Could be close. Shot! Punched into the gap and that's racing away. Huge! That's flown!
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Tucked nicely away off the pads. They'll push hard between the wickets. Good batting. Should be a quick single. That's a solid shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Expensive over, that one. There needs to be a serious tactical rethink. The batter's confidence is really growing.
They're doing well. They've kept this run chase in check early on. It's still a good opportunity in the next few overs to try and go after it a bit more, though, and really make a dent in the chase.
Drifting onto the legs and driven away. Lovely shot.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Cuts that off well in the field.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Shot. Should be runs. Helped on its way, racing down to the vacant fine leg boundary. Maybe picking it up off the rope. Magical shot.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. Good throw from the deep, bang on target.
Some serious questions need to be asked after another poor over. First, how do you stop the rot? And secondly, do you use someone else?
Very good run rate at the moment, doing enough to stay even with the runs needed.
Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4. Chance to run 2.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away. Onto the front foot, super shot. Should be 4. Couldn't get it through the field. 3 runs are added in that over. England are 47 for 1.
Penultimate over down in the power play, and it's been a steady mix of precision, power, and good running between the wickets.
Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge 6.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over, 10 off it. England A 57 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Solid shot, going for 4.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Power and precision in that shot. Great shot. Gets hold of that and places it through square leg.
The half-century's in sight. More shots like that and they'll be well on their way to 100. How will the bowler respond?
Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Oh, superb timing. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. That's the over, and a poor one at that. Nothing really can say to soften the blow when you leak runs like that.
Some good work after the power play. Run rate required hasn't pushed up too high.
Sharma has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
There'll be runs here. With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. There could be a couple if they hustle. Edged! Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Just glanced off the pads. No stopping that one.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Drilled, but straight to the fielder. Chance to run 2. Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away. Chance! Confident appeal. Lots of pressure coming into bat. They'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Can she come back with a dot ball?
Nicely played.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Brilliant diving stop. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just need to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Shot! Punched into the gap, and that's racing away.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary. That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot, and it's flown over the boundary.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Ten runs added in that over. England are 101 for 3.
Some good work after the power play. Run rate required hasn't pushed up too high.
Strays onto leg and glanced it sweetly. Might just get to the boundary rope.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
They'll get at least one. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Got it away for 4, backward of point very nicely.
Beaumont has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. That's the over, and a poor one at that. Nothing really can say to soften the blow when you leak runs like that.
It's been an excellent middle section of the innings. Required rate hasn't really blown out beyond 10 much these last few overs. They're in a good position. Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
Chance to run 2.
Four runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Power and precision in that shot. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Oh no, that's missed the stumps, and a glorious run-out chance goes begging. End of the over. 17 runs coming from it. England are 129 for 3.
They've been asked plenty of questions by the bowlers, but the batters have had all the answers so far this innings.
Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4. Trying for something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Good batting. Should be a quick single. Quick onto that in the infield. At the end of the over, England are 140 for 3.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple.
Good return back from the deep.
My oh my, that has just flown off the middle.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Huge! That's flown.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift.
Edged! What a ball! And gone! Brilliant catch. And safe hands from the keeper. Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play in the V early and expand as they get settled. Drills that one. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
Hard, pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Great shot, at least one on offer. Roberts with a good piece of fielding. Nicely done.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
What a shot. Lovely on drive, and there's little chance of anyone catching that. That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope you've enjoyed it.